The Kaladan multimodal transit transport project is a very important undertaking for India. It aims to connect Kolkata in eastern India with Sitwe port in Myanmar. From there, it will link to India's landlocked Mizoram state in the northeast. The project was first thought of in 2003. It received formal approval from the Indian government in 2008. This project is a key part of India's Act East policy. This policy seeks to increase India's engagement with Southeast Asian countries. The Kaladan project promises to open up new trade routes and boost economic development in the region, particularly for India's isolated northeast. The Indian segment of the Kaladan project has seen significant progress recently. In April 2025, Mizoram's Governor General V.K. Singh announced that the Indian portion of the KMMTTP was complete. This is a major milestone for the project. It shows India's commitment to finishing its part of this vital infrastructure link. The completion on the Indian side includes road networks leading up to the border with Myanmar. This development sets a positive tone for the remaining work that needs to be done, primarily within Myanmar's territory, to make the entire corridor functional and achieve its intended strategic and economic goals for India. The sea route component of the Kaladan project links Kolkata port to Sitwe port in Myanmar. This maritime leg covers a distance of 539 kilometers. This section is now fully complete and operational. The Sitwe port, located in Myanmar's Rakhine state, has been substantially upgraded with India's assistance. It is now ready to handle cargo and facilitate trade. The operationalization of this sea route is a crucial first step. It allows for the movement of goods between mainland India and Myanmar's coast, from where they can then be transported further inland towards northeast India, reducing transit times considerably. Following the sea journey, the project involves a riverine route. This route extends for 158 kilometers along the Kaladan River. It goes from Sitwe port to Paletwa in Myanmar's Chin state. This river segment is also reported to be complete. The Kaladan River has undergone necessary dredging to make it navigable for vessels. Furthermore, a modern river terminal and jetty facilities have been constructed at Paletwa. These facilities are now operational. To facilitate smooth transit, an integrated customs and immigration checkpost at Zochachwa Zoranpuya on the India-Myanmar border has been functional since 2017, streamlining cross-border movement. Despite good progress, the Kaladan project faces its biggest hurdle in Myanmar. The most critical incomplete section is the road link from Paletwa to Zoranpuya. Zoranpuya is on the India-Myanmar border in Mizoram. This road segment in Myanmar spans approximately 109 kilometers. While much work has been done, the final 50 kilometers of this vital highway are still under construction. This last stretch is crucial. It will connect the river terminal at Paletwa to the Indian road network. Completing this road is essential for the entire Kaladan project to become fully operational and deliver its promised benefits of connectivity. The delays in the Myanmar section are due to several serious challenges. Myanmar has been experiencing significant political instability. This instability worsened after the military coup in February 2021. There is an ongoing civil war and various ethnic conflicts across the country. The Rakhine state, where Sitwe port is located, and through which part of the project passes, faces major security concerns. This area is largely controlled by the Arakan Army, an ethnic armed group. Paletwa itself has been a conflict hotspot. These security issues and logistical difficulties on the ground have considerably slowed down construction activities and posed risks to workers and equipment. To address these delays and push for completion, India has taken new contractual steps. In 2022, the Indian government signed a new contract. This contract was awarded to Erkan International Limited. The agreement tasks Erkan with completing the remaining road sections within a time frame of 40 months. Importantly, the contract includes provisions for extensions. These extensions can be granted if work is hampered by war, riots, and civil commotion. This clause acknowledges the difficult and unpredictable security situation in Myanmar. It provides a practical approach to managing the project amidst ongoing uncertainties in the region. The overall cost of the Kaladan multimodal transit transport project is estimated to be around $500 million. Given the persistent challenges, especially within Myanmar, the project timelines have been revised multiple times. The initial completion target was 2016, according to a statement made by India's Union Minister of State for External Affairs, Kirti Vardhan Singh, in December 2024. The new estimated timeframe for the overall project completion is July 2025. Meeting this revised deadline will heavily depend on the ground situation in Myanmar. It also relies on the effective implementation of mitigation strategies to overcome the existing obstacles. Recent shifts in the regional geopolitical landscape have further highlighted the Kaladan project's importance. India's relations with Bangladesh have experienced some strain. This followed the unexpected fall of Sheikh Hasina's government in August 2024. The subsequent interim government in Bangladesh, led by Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, has appeared less friendly towards India. Mr. Yunus has also made critical comments. He questioned India's reliance on Bangladesh for transit access to its northeast states. This changing dynamic with a key neighbor underscores the urgent need for India to develop alternative connectivity routes like the Kaladan project. In response to the evolving situation and perceived shifts in Dhaka's stance, India has reportedly taken certain measures. These include placing restrictions on some Bangladeshi exports to India. These restrictions are said to have affected goods worth around $770 million. This amount represents about 42% of Bangladesh's total exports to India. Furthermore, there are reports that a crucial transshipment agreement, which allowed India to use Bangladeshi ports and territory for access to its northeast, was cancelled or put on hold. These developments make the Kaladan route, which bypasses Bangladesh, even more strategically vital for India's unhindered access to its northeastern region. Another significant factor driving India's renewed focus on expediting the Kaladan project is the growing Chinese influence in Bangladesh. Beijing has been steadily increasing its economic and infrastructural footprint in India's neighborhood, including Bangladesh. This expanding presence is a matter of concern for New Delhi. It could potentially limit India's strategic options and influence in the region. Therefore, diversifying its connectivity routes through projects like Kaladan is seen as crucial. It helps India to maintain its strategic autonomy and secure its interests in the Bay of Bengal region and beyond, reducing over-reliance on any single transit nation. To enhance the benefits of the Kaladan project, India is also developing new supporting infrastructure. A key initiative is the Shillong-Silchar high-speed corridor. In May 2025, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, MORTH, approved the construction of this 166.8-kilometer, 4-lane corridor. It will run along National Highway 6, from Malingkong, near Shillong in Meghalaya, to Panchgram, near Silchar, in Assam. This greenfield corridor is expected to greatly improve connectivity from Aizawl in Mizoram, the endpoint of the Kaladan route in India, to other parts of the northeast. This integrated approach will maximize the Kaladan project's utility. The strategic importance of the Kaladan multi-modal transit transport project for India cannot be overstated. Once fully operational, this project will dramatically reduce the travel time between Kolkata and Aizawl in Mizoram. It is estimated that the journey duration will be cut down by 3 to 4 days. Moreover, the distance will be shortened by at least 1,000 kilometers compared to the current route that goes through the Siliguri corridor. This reduction in time and distance will lead to significant cost savings in transportation. It will also boost the efficiency of trade and movement of goods to and from India's northeast. One of the most critical strategic benefits of the Kaladan project is that it provides an alternative route to India's northeast region. Currently, this region is connected to the rest of India primarily through the narrow Siliguri corridor, often called the Chicken's Neck. This corridor is geographically vulnerable. The Kaladan project will create a new independent access route. This will greatly enhance India's connectivity with its northeastern states. Crucially, it will also reduce the country's dependence on transit through Bangladesh for access to this strategically important region, offering greater resilience in times of uncertainty. The Kaladan project is perfectly aligned with India's broader foreign policy objectives. It strongly supports India's neighborhood-first policy, which prioritizes building strong relationships with neighboring countries. It also complements the Act East policy, aimed at deepening engagement with Southeast Asia. By fostering better connectivity and promoting regional development, the project serves both these policy goals. Furthermore, there are plans by the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited (NHIDCL) to extend the new high-speed corridor from Shillong all the way to Zorin-Puya at the Myanmar border, further integrating the Kaladan route. In conclusion, the Kaladan project holds immense promise for the economic transformation of India's northeast. It will open up new avenues for trade, investment, and tourism. This will contribute to the overall development and prosperity of the region. Despite the ongoing challenges, particularly the security situation in Myanmar and the complexities of cross-border infrastructure development, completing the final leg of the project is of paramount importance. India must continue its efforts to navigate these difficulties. Successful completion will not only benefit the local economies but also significantly bolster India's strategic outreach and economic integration with Southeast Asia.